What's up guys, welcome back to my first ever video on this channel. Today I'm gonna bring you a league race from the ORL Racing League, the overrated racing league. Yeah, we're at Hungary this time. I am very bad in Hungary, as I passed two people who was waiting for a grab, but the Red Bull in front already had a big enough gap, I thought. We are in qualifying, it's short qualifying, first ever push lap, of course new softs, hot lap, and we are going to go. Idealis in the Red Bull is in front of me. He's pretty fast, I think around the same pace as me, maybe a little bit faster even. But yeah, like I said, we're at Hungary, one of my worst tracks. I don't know what the braking points really are, even though I have a racing line, but still, I don't always use the racing line. I just use it to see where I can longest brake. But we have a purple first sector, that's great. Forge Flames set the fastest lap of 1:23.7, but Star Sailor, who is also pretty fast, 17.6. So Forge Flames did not put a fast lap in yet. We go a little bit wide, doesn't matter, the corner cutting is on regular, so no one is going to cry about it. In time trial, when I was actually looking at how fast I would be around this track, I really overestimated my pace. Which caused me to invalidate everywhere. I normally don't drive around Hungary, but I set a 117.7, almost 117.8, which puts me P4 for the time, a second of pole, which isn't amazing, of course. Star Sailor just in front with 10th. My teammate AC13 Racing, also in the McLaren, 5.3 seconds of pole, but he was on inters. Forge Flames meanwhile set a fast lap, a 116.7, which is kinda insane. P2 is the host, so if you see him, that's the host. He's a half second off pace. Now, for our second qualifying run, we went on old softs and we are hoping to get a better result, and I will just let you hear to the lap.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
So that puts us in a 117.513. We're instantly going to cut to our final run of qualifying on the brand new softs with too much fuel in it. I can change it, weirdly enough. Stupid game. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more. But this is my final run of qualifying. So we're 4 tenths up, and that's gonna to put us only P5. Yeah, it's not good. Again, 1:17.0 is basically what I did in time trial as fastest lap. Still P5 for now. A few people are still on laps. Forge Flames actually didn't get the fastest lap because he crashed on his final lap, I believe. Yeah, a lot of people still out. Bob KitKat, there was Bronze Dave, I think, improved. Reguero on the Red Bull goes to pole position, which I think he was a rookie, but I'm not sure. I think he was a rookie, pretty fast, just like me last round. Oh yeah, I haven't said yet. This is my second ever round in the overrated racing league. But I still was. In Spain I was a lot faster than I am around Hungary. Next round is, I believe, going to be Monza. Yeah, Monza. I'm pretty fast at Monza, I think. But now into the first race, normal grid and everything. We're going to go on the soft medium tire strategy, and then plus 0.3 fuel, maybe even too much. But in the end, we're going to start out P6. Let's see. 5 lights are on, and it's lights out, and away we go. Get a pretty good start. The host next to me in the Alpine got a better one. Star Sailor behind me even got a better one. We're going to see if we can maybe go down the inside. No, we brake early because of the chaos that is waiting to happen. As you can see, Star Sailor punts Jan in the Alpine around. Then we wanted to go down the inside, but didn't actually, because we saw that Star Sailor did not see us. Now we are still P6, even though we lost the position to Star Sailor. Star Sailor really brakes late. We go a little bit wide, but no one is going to cry about it. Going into sector 2, the part where I am the slowest, into the chicane. Star Sailor puts it down the inside of Idealist. Don't know why he didn't go there. He holded me up, and he closes the door on us and punts us around. And now we are all the way down into last place. Second to last, actually. But there's a safety car. So we're gonna go on standard fuel, maybe even lean. And we're going to box for hard tires, because everyone is probably going to do that. And with the 25% race, that is the smartest you can get. So we're going to pit this lap. My teammate also pits this lap, going onto hard. He went, I believe, a bit of a shit show in front of us, because people don't know how to act when there is a delta. Jan actually doesn't pit, which is, he does pit, never mind. But a lot of people like Rampage Racing don't pit. I think F1, no, Deadly Tate also pits, but a lot of people haven't pit yet, which is I think pretty stupid, because it's just a free pit stop. Deadly Tate actually got speeding in the pit lane, which isn't working as well in his favor. Still, we're behind Jan, the host, in the Alpine in front of us. Still P16, or now P16, because we lost the position, of course, to a Haas, I believe. Now P15, as Bronze Dave finally pitted, only on the second safety car lap, so everybody was out. But safety car is in this lap. I believe Forge Flames is leading. Yeah, it is Alfa Romeo leading, so pretty big chance he is leading. I will watch out for everybody here, because safety car is always a shit show. But we are gonna go with 2 people with 5-second penalties behind us. So we are getting green again, with Jan, the host, of course, in front of us in the Alpine. In front of that, a Mercedes. I think he is a rookie. So yeah, Jan is actually pretty fast around this track, much faster than me. So yeah, but there's a VSC already, but at the end of sector 2 it's already going to get green. So we can push along again on the hard tires, who still feel pretty good actually. They are not in their best moments yet, but the Williams there goes very wide and fucks up the corner because of that. In front of the Williams there are two people going side by side. I think that is F1 Pulse maybe, I can't see from here. No, F1 Pulse is pretty far ahead. But Jan uses the slipstream, we go down the inside, but we shift too much and brake too much as well, which results in Jan keeping the position and us losing 4/10 behind him. Jan is also gaining on the Mercedes, so if he can stay with him, we might gain a position as well as Jan lags back to us. That's actually pretty dangerous, because if they lag too much back, they can crash in your front wing, which is sad, and then none of us are richer. But the Williams locks up in the chicane, taps the Mercedes. Jan does not go around the outside. We try to get around the through the inside of Jan, but a Haas Rampage Racing and Obama Gaming in the Aston Martin also have made contact with each other, resulting in them locking up, but we go down the inside. Dennis actually taps us a little bit of contact, but no damage for both of us. Now we are P10, which means points of course, and still behind Jan, and still be able to keep on in his DRS. Next up in front of Jan is Star Sailor, who like I said in qualifying is pretty fast and pretty good driver, but he is fighting with F1 Pulse at the moment, so that means that we can gain on them as well. F1 Pulse actually hasn't pitted yet, because as you can see, he is still on the soft. I think Star Sailor has pitted for mediums. Yeah, but he punted us around of course, so probably has pitted. I would do the same as well. Jan is trying to get past F1 Pulse because he is really slow, but he might send it in the chicane. I will never do that, because I don't think that is the best way to overtake. He cuts off as well. He goes around down the inside of F1 Pulse. F1 Pulse actually locks up, and he spins around actually and taps our rear left wheel. Still, now we're P9 and still behind GW. So yeah, the Alpine and me really moving up in the positions. Star Sailor is next. We don't have DRS on him just yet. I do have DRS on Jan, but I will not overtake him because I am way too far back. My teammate actually sets the fastest lap of the race, because he now is in clean air and leading the race, but I don't think for long. We actually paused the game a tiny bit, but it doesn't really matter. So now we are only 3 steps, but we get a snap of because our back end steps out, we get a big snap, so that made us lose time again. But now still P8, P9 for Jan and myself, still in the DRS, but Dennis behind is also still in the DRS, which isn't great of course, because that means that he can gain on me as well.
Staying in his DRS at least. Yeah.
Now we are again lap 7, second sector, worst sector of the track in my opinion, because I am very slow in it. Star Sailor is, I believe, already at the back of P8. S1 Pulse is out of the session. I believe he retired himself. Yeah, for the rest, pretty good race so far, except for the contact of course. We could have got maybe a P5 or a P4 even. But great recovery from all the way down at the grid. Next up is a AlphaTauri, who actually hasn't pitted yet because he is on soft as well. This is not really looking good for us, because we still have to get past another car just like Jan of course. But the AlphaTauri goes a bit wide. Don't know why I look left there, forget about it. Jan has 2 tenths on the AlphaTauri. We still have 7 even more. Oh no, now we have 6, but we actually go wide on that turn. Jan sends it down the inside, but we do a nice little move because the AlphaTauri went too wide. Now, next up is Bob KitKat in the Alfa Romeo in front of Jan. He is pretty fast, I believe. Bob KitKat actually just makes way for Jan and cuts his car in front of us, which is kind of sad, kind of pathetic in my opinion, because why would you even do that? He still needs to pit. But we are in the inside of him now. We steal the RS from him, and now we are nicely in front. Very good, very nice. Bob KitKat and the AlphaTauri behind him still need to pit, so we have a big gap in front. Now P7, one position down from where I qualified. Pretty good in my opinion, pretty good recovery. For the rest of the race, nothing actually really interesting happens. We keep it in P7, I believe. Yeah, just like I said, nothing happened for the rest of the race. We lost to Jan, sadly, but we gained a lot on P8. Forge Flames wins. Our teammate is in second. Ruggiero, I believe it's pronounced, is in P3. Then Idealist, then Star Sailor, who punted us around, but I don't think it's his fault. Maybe the game is glitching out, just like usual. Jan is in P6 and we finish P7. The other Mercedes stays P8. Then it's Obama Gaming P9. Dennis is in P10. Bob KitKat finished P11. And Arne finished in 12th. Then AlphaTauri crashed, both Haas, F1 Boss, Tate and Quads both crashed. Anyways, now it's time for our second race, which is with a reverted grid. The top 10 is switched around, and from P11 to P20 is switched around. So that means we actually be starting P4. I believe they put down the safety car rarity for it to come out and stuff. So I'm putting in a bit more fuel. P4, like I said, same strategy as last time. But we get an amazing start from the 5 red lights. An amazing start, not even a drive-through. We're already up to P3, maybe, yeah, P2 even. Dennis really puts a nice job in defending, who is now in a Ferrari. Don't know why both Ferraris left the race. Forge Flames is also in a Ferrari, but they punted each other around the Ferrari and F1 Boss. So now we're still P2 because we got scared and they didn't ghost in time. But yeah, P2 for now. If you can keep it, it would be very much appreciated. But Idealist is behind us, and Idealist is very, very, very fast around this track. We look for a gap. No, not finding it. Maybe putting him a bit on the pressure. We actually get tapped from the rear, which results in us cutting the chicane. Not good. We actually don't get a good second sector. If you fuck up a corner once, you fuck up the rest of the corners. That is what I don't like about Hungary. As we go here, brake right on early, and we get punted around by Idealist. Not good, not good. We get punted around by Idealist because he braked too early and used us as a kind of brake wall. Not fair. We actually get put out to P10 as Rampage overtook us just before. Not good. Just very sad. And now we are from P2 down to P10, and we need to do a recovery drive again, which I have done before, so maybe we can do it again. But at least the AlphaTauri can keep his car straight, because I believe Rampage Racing crashed into his back, which is of course unfortunate. But he did recover the car, I believe. No, he's down in pretty far last. For the rest, Rampage is pretty fast, but I believe we are faster. He shared his lap time in the Discord server, and then it was a 1:18, I believe it was, without the setups. He actually goes wide, so we quickly go down his inside, outside, I don't know at this point, to get the position, and now we're up to P8, which is great. Soft still working out. Star Sailor is going off in every single corner. My teammate is in P6, as you can see. Star Sailor is indeed going off in every single corner just to gain no time. He thinks he's gaining time, but I don't think he is. We now have It's Ryan F1 in the Alpha Tauri in front of us. He's pretty fast as well. I don't know, he is fast, but he just isn't really quite that good in overtaking. Fast lap was on 190.3, I believe I saw, and I did a 120.4. So that's a full second, more than a second behind. Which then shows how slow I am around Hungary. A safety car right now would really really be appreciated. We actually changed the brake bias and the front differential to maybe gain a little bit more time. I don't know, as we get stuck on the curb, go wide, It's Ryan tries to profit from it. He actually does profit from it. He's around the outside and he brakes. I believe I think he braked for the chicane. Star Sailor of course goes off again and again. He isn't gaining time on my teammate, so I don't know why he is still doing it. He's actually losing more time than he is gaining. It's just that me and Ryan are constantly fighting, so that means that we are losing time on them as well. But for the rest, pretty quiet race now. Nothing really waiting to happen. We're just going to be fighting with F1 Ryan for now. Of It's Ryan F1 for now. We use battery again to stay ahead because we don't have DRS, and I believe Ryan does have DRS. A lot of smoke, of course. Need to turn that off maybe so that I'm not really blinded. F1 Ryan It's Ryan makes a mistake and then goes wide, resulting in us gaining more time on him. Again, excuse me for the bad English. I am not English, I'm from the Netherlands and I want to do my channel in English, maybe so that I can get a little bit more subscribers, hopefully. But now we still are gaining on Star Sailor. He still is going wide, but still is not gaining time on us or the guy in front. So maybe we can make a move on the straight. Hopefully Ryan really wants to get past as well, but just Hungary is a very, very, very tight track, so you can't easily overtake here. But we actually hit him. My bad, Star Sailor. We give him back the position and give him a bit of a gap, but actually Ryan overtakes it, but he lags back and actually almost spins, but I didn't touch him. So now we have DRS on Star Sailor, use up 10% of our battery, use the slipstream, and we're actually going to dive down the inside, but we still are too far back, but we're going to keep it going. We still have DRS, but Star Sailor uses a bit of a battery just like us, go around the outside. Hopefully we get a better exit than last time, and we still are now. No, Star Sailor is actually still in front. He uses battery on this little straight, which is yeah, it favors him, so why wouldn't he? Now still It's Ryan wants to go down the inside in the chicane. I give him space, but there is just no space to give. That is the stupidest part about Hungary. He still continues on, which really is a pain in my ass. We do a little switchback. Rampage behind Ryan wants to get past as well, but Rampage actually loses the car and smashes into the wall, as you could have seen my rearview mirror, and that brings off the VSC. We brake for the Delta. Ryan a bit taps us. I'm not mad at him, of course. It's annoying how this game does his safety cars and VSCs. But we're going to pit for mediums, I believe. Going to put the engine on lean as well, because we can't finish the race with this amount of fuel. And Ryan, I don't know what he did. I think he wanted to do what Vettel did in China, so overtake before the pit. We still have to wait just a mini second, which is again very annoying. But I think Ryan wanted to do a Sebastian Vettel move, what Sebastian Vettel did in China, but then got speeding in the pit lane, which gave him a 5-second time penalty. P7 now. I think everybody pitted. But we get a drive-through penalty because we couldn't get the delta down in time because we just got out of the pit, which is actually pretty bullshit. Ryan overtook us while the VAC is still out, no green flags yet, but now that the VAC is gone, there's still no green flags, so the VAC was bugged for me, and Ryan did not get a penalty because of that. Which, yeah, another, oh, Star Sailor has spun around in the third chicane in the second sector, the first chicane in the second sector. Sad for him, but now we are still P7, so we didn't really lose a position. But if we can get past it's Ryan, that would be very much appreciated. For the rest, we are expecting to get a safety car, so when that does, we're gonna go on to softs, I believe. Yeah, it's on, but we're gonna first off serve my drive-through penalty. And as we do that, actually, the safety car comes out. So that's actually pretty fortunate for us, because Cargo Boom in the Aston Martin has sadly retired. So this is kind of unfortunate. I wanted to pit during the safety car, not do a drive-through and then still have to pit. If I did pit, would have really come out good, because then I would have gone on to softs, because I don't have any new mediums. And when I then get on the softs, I can drive better and have more grip, of course. Now we're going to put it in lean. Guy behind us, Tesco GZR, teammate of Jan, who we had a nice little battle with last time, also has a drive-through penalty, which he is going to serve now. We are going to pit for soft tires. I believe they can make it through the end, but more people have pitted on softs. No, more people actually have pitted on mediums than on softs. We are now P10, overtook It's Ryan F1 because he had a 5-second time penalty and his front wing needed to be changed, like you just saw. So yeah, P10 for now. New softs. We have plus 0.7 laps of fuel, so we're good on that. Soft tires are actually 4% already when the safety car goes in. Idealist is now in front in the Red Bull, but he holds up the field a lot, which results in all of us, some people even making contact with the guys in front of him, and still not gaining damage, luckily. P10, he still is holding everybody up. He's going very, very, very slow. But now the safety car is in. They still are not going. I thought here they might go soon out of the chicane. Yeah, out of the hairpin, I mean. But no, still on the straight even they're not going, which resulted in me tapping F1 Delhi on his rear wing. Then it's Ryan gets past us. Then it actually gets tapped around, which results in him losing pace, which resulted in me tapping him and losing a position to F1 Delhi, and it's Ryan who I was side by side with. Bronze Dave is on our inside, so we give him space. Delhi Tate is actually lifting, as there we see Reguero, yeah, going into the wall. Star Sailor lost his front wing, so that's also not fortunate. Delhi is very slow, so we overtook him as well. And now we are up to P8 already. A lot of chaos happened in front and behind us at the same time, but we profited 2 positions. We gained 2 positions for that. Tesco is out, teammate of the member of the Alpines. Sad for him. It's Ryan is lagging again, which is not good for him, because now people can drive through him and he turns into a ghost. Oh, but F1 Ryan gets stepped around by Reguero, which resulted in us gaining P5. The Mercedes in front of a TN KKX is also lagging a bit, but he defends really aggressive, putting his car in front of us and almost damaging my front wing multiple times. but we give him no space. We squeeze him out and get P5. Red Bull behind taps us on the rear wing, goes on the inside. I did not see it, my bad, so we had a bit of a contact, but he steers in too quickly and results in me going into the wall and him still being able to drive off, which yeah, I have some things to say about that. If you listen carefully, you can hear me talk about that move. You actually can't hear me because I muted myself for and I didn't realize, so my bad. Yeah, it was Ruggiero. He missing his front ring now, and he's going to retire as well. But for the rest of this race, nothing really interesting happened anymore. Arne, I believe, retired as well, which meant that Star Sailor would get P10. No, not Arne retired. Someone else retired. I believe it was Bronze Dave who retired. And Ricciero also retired. So that means that Star Sailor P10, Arne P9, Ryan and Tate are P8 and 7, I believe. Obama Gaming got P6, big points for him. Oh, Bronze Dave was actually disqualified. That's also possible, of course. Then it's the Mercedes and of T and KKX. Then it's Jan Idealis. My teammate got a podium and Forge Flames won the race. So I hope you enjoyed this first ever Overrated Racing League video. Let me know if you want to see more of this or not by leaving a like and subscribing to my channel down below. This is my first ever video, so leave some tips as well. Would very much appreciate it. But for now, goodbye.